stylist will help you stand out at any occasion. Now at Men's Warehouse, it's buy one, get one free on suits, sport coats, and more. Plus, take 30% off clearance. It's time to like the way you look.
Hi, I'm me. And that's me 30 days ago before I switched to Spectrum. With Spectrum TV, I get tons of HD and thousands of titles free on demand. With satellite, I have to have special equipment to watch on demand, plus that dish on my roof.
Get Spectrum TV and Internet from $89.98 a month. Call 833-271-8998.
Spectrum Internet delivers speeds of 200 megabits, so I can surf, my wife can stream, and the kids can game. All at once. Our internet can't keep up with all our devices, so I schedule all of our online time. I get every other Tuesday.
Get Spectrum TV and Internet from $89.98 a month.
Best of all, Spectrum bought out my old contract, making it easy to switch. Wait, what? Will they do that for me? Yeah, because I'm you, 30 days from now.
Get Spectrum TV and Internet from $89.98 a month. Plus, ask how you can save up to 40% on your wireless bill with Spectrum Mobile. Better services at a better price. Call 833-271-8998.
An accident can happen anytime, and injuries can last a lifetime. That's why we're open right now, because justice never sleeps. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
What milestone anniversary will the Big East Conference celebrate next year? To answer this question or others, take the Big East Trivia Challenge on Fox5NY.com and then enter for your opportunity to win 4 tickets to the Big East Men's Basketball Tournament Championship Game. Brought to you by the Big East Conference. Watch Sukanya Krishnan and Jen Lammers on Good Day Wake Up starting at 4:30.
From suiting up to dressing down, our in-store stylist will help you stand out at any occasion. Now at Men's Warehouse, it's buy one, get one free on suits, sport coats, and more. Plus, take 30% off clearance. It's time to like the way you look.
When a builder chooses not to have proper safety equipment and a worker falls from a height, we'll hold them accountable. Why? So it doesn't happen to you. When you need to hold someone accountable, call Jacoby and Myers, 1-877-JM-LAWYER. When a builder chooses not to have proper safety equipment and an object falls and hurts someone, we'll hold them accountable. Why? So it doesn't happen to you. When you need to hold someone accountable, call Jacoby and Myers, 1-877-JM-LAWYER.
As if there weren't already enough reasons to quit smoking. Diabetes. Colorectal cancer. Liver cancer. It's like they say, I'm not afraid of death. It's the dying part that scares me. Quit will help.
When you're looking to find inspiration, Raymore and Flanigan has more styles to choose from and more stores to visit. We make it easy to find what you want, feel what you love, and furnish your home in 3 days or less. Fall in love with your home. Find it, feel it, furnish it fast. Only at Raymore and Flanigan.
The restaurant is trying to make the killing of lobsters more humane by getting them stoned. Don't they call that hotboxing a lobster? Isn't that what happens if you just see? I think that's what it is.
Join Sukanya and Jen at 4:30.
This is Chasing News with Bill Spady.
Tonight on Chasing News, a deadly fire in Staten Island. We have the details coming up. A supermarket staple is getting students busted. Find out what they're putting in their coffee and what our A-plus panel has to say about it.
How creative students are getting about where they're getting a buzz.
Kids are always going to do this kind of stuff
unfortunately.
Plus, you're not going to want to miss this video. See why this mom gets extra emotional at her daughter's school. And prom season is on the way. But one local school is cracking down and making us wonder if prom is even worth it anymore.
The prom culture in general has gotten really out of control.
Meteorologist Dan Zarrow gives you the latest on 3 storms coming this weekend, what to expect, and how much. I'm Bill Spadia. This is Chasing News. A woman died in a fire this morning on Staten Island. You're seeing Citizen app video of firefighters arriving at the scene. Officials say firefighters found a 55-year-old woman unconscious in the basement of a house on Spartan Avenue. She was brought to Richmond University Medical Center, where she was pronounced dead. Authorities say 11 people were injured, including 10 firefighters. The cause of the fire still under investigation. A 73-year-old man was robbed at gunpoint and injured by a man posing as a NYCHA worker. Police say the man knocked on a door at the Vladeck houses on Madison Street on the Lower East Side about 2:30 Wednesday afternoon. Cops say he threatened the resident with a firearm, burned him with a hot knife, and fled with $300. The suspect is described as a black man, about 30 years old, 5'9", 150 pounds, last seen wearing a black skull cap, two-tone North Face coat, blue jeans, and black sneakers. Call 800-577-TIPS if you have any information. A wild and dangerous scene in the Bronx. 3 shots were fired at a 19-year-old man on a Bronx sidewalk around 2 in the afternoon last Friday. The NYPD needs your help identifying the man in this video who approached the victim, who was with 4 other individuals, and began firing. Thankfully, no one was hurt. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers at 800-577-TIPS. Let's bring in meteorologist Dan Zarrow. Dan, like the saying, March is coming in like a lion. Snow on the way.
Bill, right on schedule. We turn the calendar page from February to March, and things turn wintry. In fact, we have 3 snow chances to talk about over the next 3 days. Let's focus first on tomorrow morning. This is not a big blizzard. The problem here is the timing. Snowflakes expected between 4 a.m. and 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Great, just in time for the morning commute. Now, snowfall totals are going to be unimpressive, a coating to an inch for most, although southwestern New Jersey and the Philadelphia metro area, that's the best chance of seeing 2 or 3 inches of snow, a bit more impactful. That's where we have a winter weather advisory in effect. So things will be slick tomorrow morning and then turning wet with rain showers through tomorrow afternoon. But we're not done. Another snow chance crops up for Saturday morning, and then potentially the big one from Sunday night into Monday morning. That one could be way more significant. We'll lay out some snow scenarios for that storm coming up in just a little bit. Bill?
Thank you, Dan. Well, ain't this the cat's pajamas? Bronx bodega owners are overflowing with joy tonight after their cat Luna was returned to them. The cat belongs to their 10-year-old son, Jonathan, who is on the autism spectrum. Surveillance video right here captured a man removing the cat from the bodega in the Kingsbridge section of the Bronx along West 238th Street Saturday. Susie Pena says Jonathan couldn't sleep and cried for days, not understanding why someone would steal his cat. Today, the bandit brought him back.
He walked in and apologized and said that he was sorry, that he didn't mean that he thought the cat didn't have an owner. I'm the happiest mother in the world, not only because I have her back, but my son is happy.
29-year-old Stanley Duran from the Bronx is now charged with misdemeanor larceny. Pena says Duran told her his mother works with kids on the spectrum and made him return the cat. A 12-year-old is now facing charges after being accused of drawing swastikas on a playground at a school in Queens. Nate Rogers caught up with a therapist at that school. Here's more.
Bill, that 12-year-old is charged with aggravated harassment. Police are not releasing his name because he is a minor. Now take a look at this video. Dozens of swastikas and other anti-Semitic hate messages sketched on the school playground. It happened here at PS 139 in Regal Park, Queens last Friday. A school custodian noticed the graffiti and quickly removed it.
a large percentage of our student population is Jewish. I think there's fear amongst the parents sending their kids to a school that had such a direct hate crime.
Schiffer Tropper is a therapist at PS 139. She's also Jewish. Tropper says anti-Semitism is embedded in children at an early age, oftentimes by parents.
I don't think this is something that kids pick up from the environment or from their exposure to social media or even, video games. These type of hate crimes, I think, is something that they've been taught.
According to police, 62 hate crimes have been reported in New York City this year as of February 24th. 39 of those crimes are anti-Semitic related. That's 15 more anti-Semitic crimes than the same time last year. While discussing the uptick in hate crimes at a press conference weeks ago, Mayor de Blasio suggested the Trump administration plays a vital role.
We're dealing with an atmosphere of hate that has been generated largely from Washington, D.C., and that's a headwind we're fighting against.
And finally, Bill, officers from the city's hate crime task force continue to visit schools to educate students on hate crimes. Mayor de Blasio says the public must continue to report these crimes in order to hold suspects accountable. In New York, I'm Nate Rogers for Chasing News.
Thanks, Nate. So, vanilla extract, harmless, right? Well, that depends. An Atlanta high school sent out a notice to parents that students are putting vanilla extract in their coffee and showing up to school a little buzzed. Vanilla extract contains at least 35% alcohol. That's 70 proof, the same as some liquor. Let's bring back tonight's A-plus panel, Republican strategist Allison Young and radio talk show host Garland Nixon. None of this surprises me. The only thing that struck me is, maybe I'm an idiot, I didn't even realize there was alcohol in vanilla extract.
The only thing that surprises me right now is how creative students are getting, or how young people are getting about where they're getting a buzz. Years ago it was cough syrup and Sudafed, and now it's the alcohol and vanilla extract. I didn't know either.
Right? And I remember Whippets, right? The kids would get a high off of the aerosol cans. Garland, is this just an indicator that we have a problem in this country, that we've got kids that are being told, no, 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 they're going to find a way anyway, and we haven't really figured out alcohol culture yet?
I don't know, because I don't really think this is any different. I think this is what kids do. From back when kids they found they could sniff airplane glue and get high. Kids are always going to do this kind of stuff, unfortunately. And so I don't think it's something new or something we have to be overly concerned about, even though it's negative.
I'm worried even doing this story is going to give some legislator in New York or New Jersey an idea to say we have to regulate anything over the counter at a grocery store that contains alcohol. And at the inconvenience of everyone, am I going to have to show ID now to buy vanilla extract?
Just like you do with your cough syrup. So you walk into a CVS or a Walgreens or a Duane Reade, and you've got to show ID or go to the counter to get everything from cough syrup to razors to anything that might possibly harm you. There's no responsibility anymore on the behalf of the kids or of their parents. So what are we doing?
Garland, what do you think? From a law enforcement perspective,
see, ultimately,
is that going to fall into the open container rule? If
that's a good question. If I'm riding down the road with an open bottle of vanilla extract, do they haul me in? It's possible. Theoretically, legally, they should, right?
People get creative if they need their buzz.
Well, the great way to figure out what else is out there is you talk to anybody that's ever been in a rehab facility or worked in a rehab facility. All of the products they limit, knowing that alcohol is so prevalent in so many products.
I think this leads to the conversation of lowering the drinking age. I don't think we're teaching kids the right way and responsibility with alcohol, but that's for another show. Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at the headlines we're chasing for you tonight. Towns in Northern California are dealing with flooding not seen in 25 years. Heavy snows and